"I am Spartacus." A name whispered in fear, a name shouted in defiance, a name that echoed through the ages. Spartacus, the slave who dared to challenge an empire. But what drove this gladiator? Was it the thirst for revenge, or the burning desire for freedom? The story of Spartacus is not just a tale of bloody rebellion. It is a story of courage, a story of hope. It is a testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire for liberty. Spartacus, a man shrouded in mystery, emerged from the shadows of history. His early life remains an enigma, a puzzle with missing pieces. We know he was a Thracian, a warrior people known for their bravery. He may have even served in the Roman army. Fate, it seemed, had other plans for Spartacus. He was condemned to the brutal life of a gladiator, sold into slavery, forced to fight for the entertainment of his oppressors. The Roman Empire, a vast and powerful realm, thrived on the backs of slaves. Gladiators, the lowest rung of society, were symbols of Roman power and cruelty. They were forced to engage in brutal combat. Their lives were expendable, their only hope, death or glory. But Spartacus was not like the other gladiators. He yearned for more than just survival. He dreamt of freedom, not just for himself, but for all who suffered under Rome's tyranny. The Roman Republic, once a beacon of democracy, had descended into corruption and greed. The gap between the rich and poor widened. Slaves, treated with unspeakable cruelty, became a commodity. The gladiatorial games, spectacles of violence and bloodshed, were a microcosm of Roman society. The roar of the crowd, the clash of steel, the stench of death, all served as a reminder of Rome's dominance and the slaves' utter powerlessness. However, within the heart of Spartacus, a fire burned, a fire that refused to be extinguished. He knew his time in the arena was borrowed. He knew he had to act. He had to strike a blow against the heart of the empire. Section 4. A spark ignites a blaze. In 73 BC, within the walls of a gladiatorial training school in Capua, Spartacus ignited the flames of rebellion. He and a small band of gladiators, armed with whatever they could scavenge, overpowered their guards. They escaped into the night. This desperate act of defiance sparked an uprising that would shake the Roman Republic to its core. Gladiators, slaves, and the oppressed flocked to Spartacus's banner. They were drawn to his charisma, his courage, and his promise of freedom. What began as a small rebellion quickly transformed into a full-scale war. Spartacus, a skilled warrior and a brilliant strategist, led his ragtag army from victory to victory. Section 5. The price of freedom, triumphs and defeats. The road to freedom was paved with blood and sacrifice. Every step forward was marked by the loss of brave souls who fought for a cause greater than themselves. Spartacus's army, though large, was ill-equipped to face the might of Rome. They were a diverse group, united by a common desire for freedom, but lacking the resources and training of their adversaries. They lacked training, discipline, and proper weapons. Many of them were former slaves, gladiators, and peasants who had never seen a battlefield before. Yet, Spartacus's genius was undeniable. His ability to inspire and lead such a diverse group was nothing short of remarkable. He used guerrilla tactics to outmaneuver and defeat Roman legions. His knowledge of the terrain and unconventional strategies gave his army a fighting chance. He led his army to victory at Mount Vesuvius, using the terrain to his advantage. The steep slopes and rugged landscape became his allies in battle. He even managed to defeat 2 Roman armies sent to crush him. These victories were not just military successes, they were symbols of hope and resilience. These victories sent shockwaves through the Roman Republic. The Senate and the people of Rome were forced to reckon with the reality of Spartacus's rebellion. Spartacus was no longer a mere nuisance, he was a threat. His name became synonymous with defiance and the fight for freedom. A symbol of resistance against Roman tyranny. His actions inspired countless others to dream of a life free from oppression. However, Spartacus knew the odds were stacked against him. The might of Rome was vast, and his resources were limited. He understood that true freedom lay beyond Roman borders. The dream of crossing the Alps became a beacon of hope for his followers. He aimed to lead his people north, across the Alps, to safety. It was a daring plan, filled with peril, but it was their best chance for a new beginning. Section 6. A legacy forged in blood and courage. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. The rebellion that had once shown so much promise was now teetering on the edge of collapse. Internal divisions and the lure of plunder led to dissent within Spartacus's ranks. The unity that had once been their strength was now their greatest weakness. His army, weakened and divided, was finally confronted by the legions of Marcus Licinius Crassus, a wealthy and ambitious Roman general. Crassus saw this as his opportunity to make a name for himself in Roman history. The final battle, fought near the Silarus River, was a brutal and bloody affair. The ground was soaked with the blood of both rebels and Romans. Spartacus's army, outnumbered and outmatched, fought with the courage of desperation. Each soldier knew that surrender was not an option. They fought for their lives and their freedom. Spartacus himself, a whirlwind of fury and defiance, fought like a man possessed. His presence on the battlefield was both inspiring and terrifying. The rebellion, however, was ultimately crushed. Spartacus, though his body was never found, was believed to have fallen in battle. His legend, however, lived on, inspiring future generations to fight for their freedom. His dream of freedom seemingly died. The battlefield was silent, a stark reminder of the cost of defiance. The remaining rebels were crucified, a grim warning to any who dared to challenge Rome's might. Their sacrifice, however, was not in vain, as their story continued to echo through the annals of history. Section 7. The enduring spirit of defiance. Though Spartacus's rebellion ultimately failed, its impact on history cannot be overstated. He became a legend, a beacon of resistance against oppression. His name echoed through the ages, inspiring countless others to stand up against tyranny. A symbol of hope for the oppressed, a nightmare for tyrants. Spartacus's story transcended time, becoming a powerful narrative of defiance and resilience. His courage in the face of insurmountable odds became a rallying cry for those who dared to dream of freedom. It served as a potent reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can never be truly broken. Spartacus's legacy is a testament to the unyielding will to fight for what is right, no matter the cost. His fight for freedom continues to inspire generations. From ancient times to the modern era, the spirit of Spartacus lives on in every struggle for justice and equality. His story is a timeless reminder that the quest for freedom is a universal and enduring pursuit. It reminds us that the fight for justice and equality is a fight worth fighting. Spartacus's defiance against the Roman Empire is mirrored in today's battles against injustice and oppression. His legacy is a call to action for all who seek a better world. The legacy of Spartacus is not just etched in the annals of history. It is a living, breathing force that continues to inspire and motivate. His story is preserved in monuments and manuscripts, but more importantly, it is carried in the hearts of those who continue his fight. It lives on in the hearts of all those who refuse to bow to tyranny. Spartacus's spirit is seen in the determined faces of modern activists and in the unwavering resolve of those who stand against oppression. It is a testament to the power of courage, the allure of freedom, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Spartacus's story is a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter how dark the times, the light of defiance can never be extinguished.